Everybody to the ribbon cutting for our new public defender wing here in the historic Montgomery County Courthouse. We have an incredible group of people in this room, and before we get started, I just wanted to thank everybody here for your support of Montgomery County, the taxpayers of Montgomery County, and your dedication to ensuring that everyone in Montgomery County gets fair representation and professional representation in court. We are very lucky today to have the Montgomery County Honor Guard, through the Sheriff's Department, here to present the colors. So if everyone could continue to direct your attention to the front of the room, we are going to have a presentation of the colors followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led by Assemblyman Smolin. Thank you very much.
Present. Arms.
Please join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Port. Arms. Colors. Post. Present. Arms. Order. Arms. Colors. Post. Court. Arms. Right. Face. Forward. Arms.
Thank you to the Honor Guard. Thank you to Assemblyman Smolin for that beautiful presentation. Before we start with the speakers, I just wanted to acknowledge some of the incredible people we have in this room. There are quite a few of you, so it will take a few minutes. First, I would like to acknowledge Assemblyman Smolin. Thank you for coming today. From ILS, we are very honored today to have Director Patricia Worth, Deputy Chief Claire Zartarian, Deputy Chief Jen Chenyu, Jack Notar, Criminal Defense Representation Counsel for Region D, and I know you do a lot of other things because we coordinated a lot on today, so thank you for that. We also have County Executive Pete Vroman, Chairman of the Legislature Michael Pep, Janet DePalma, the Town of Mohawk Supervisor, thank you for being here. Of course, we have our Public Defender, Bill Marticello, Public Defender for Montgomery County since 1998. And although she is not here today, I could not have the ceremony without acknowledging Rosemarie Kazar, a huge part of everything we do here in Montgomery County with Public Defender's Office. And even though she's not here in person, she's here in spirit and in picture. We also have Jeff Francisco, our assigned council administrator, Sheriff Jeff Smith, thank you for attending, Under Sheriff Carl Rust, Lieutenant Justin Smith, representing the Sheriff's Department, along with the Honor Guard. We have Director of EMO, Adam Assistant Director of EMO, sorry, Adam Schwabrow, DPW Deputy Commissioner Frank Mafia, and who did a lot of helping to pull this together with the construction and overseeing a lot of the day-to-day. And also Eric Mead, our Commissioner of Public Works, who's not here today. I do not have a picture of him because I value my life. So, with no further ado, I would like to introduce our first speaker, Bill Marticello, Public Defender of Montgomery County. Thank you.
They told me I have about 60 seconds, so if I don't name everyone, I apologize. First, I want to thank the Lord and my wife for giving me the ability to do this job all these years. 28 years ago, I got a phone call from the county chairman of the Board of Supervisors, Ron Barone, who's not here today, and he said, "Bill, how would you like to be the public defender?" So here I am 28 years later. When I started, there was one other lawyer, there were two of us. We covered the entire county. I asked Rosemary, how many cases did we have that year? And she said 1,000. We had 300 felonies and 700 misdemeanors. Tony London was the attorney. Some of you may know him. He did all the misdemeanors and I handled all the felonies. I don't think that would pass muster today. Sometime later, Jeff Francisco, who's here, he came on board and took on a lion's share of what we had to do. Jeff's a Harvard man, and I always appreciated having him in the office. But when I started, I think you would all agree that it wasn't a level playing field. The district attorney, he could pick up the phone and call the state police, the sheriff's office, the local police, the Amsterdam police, or any state agency. And it was me and Tony London, that was it. And fast forward about 15 years ago, I heard of this office called Indigent Legal Services and the director, Bill Leahy. And didn't know anything about them. I talked to another public defender and asked him, who are these guys? And so it didn't take me long to find out. I mean, I had heard that Bill had some really big ideas about transforming public defense in New York State. I have to admit I was probably skeptical at the time, but I'm not anymore. I'm amazed at what he got started and has continued all these years. And with Director Worth now continuing it and her assistants here. And it's just amazing what they've done, how they've transformed public defense in New York State. They have leveled the playing field. So thank you to them and everyone who's here today.
Next on the agenda, we have our county executive, Pete Roman.
Well, welcome everyone here. I'm going to reminisce just a little bit that when I was a deputy United States Marshal, I used to have to go to the jail over here right across the street, and how things have changed, right? I mean, that place is gone, up on the hill. We have this beautiful building still here and renovated. I'm so proud of it. But welcome everyone, and thank you for all your help. I am the county executive. My name is Pete Verman, and today is a proud day really for Montgomery County. We are truly grateful for the $1.1 million investment from the Office of Indigent Legal Services, which has made it possible to both preserve a cornerstone of our history here and improve the delivery of services to our residents. Now, this courthouse has been in Fonda since 1836 as a symbol of justice. By relocating the public defender's office here, we really not only breathe new life into this historic building, but we also ensure that those who rely on these critical services have a modern and a professional space where their needs can be met. So on behalf of the county, I want to thank Director Patricia Worth and the entire ILS team for recognizing the importance of this project and for supporting the people of Montgomery County. Thank you.
Thank you, Pete. Next, we have our chairman of the legislature, Michael Pepp.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here and happy to see all these faces here celebrating this. This project is just a wonderful example of how a smart investment can serve multiple purposes all at once. With the support of the Office of Indigent Legal Services, we've been able to preserve one of our most historic and, dare I say, iconic landmarks, while also giving the Public Defender's Office and Bill Marticello the resources it needs to better serve our community. We, and on behalf of the legislature, are deeply grateful for the funding that made all of this possible. And I would like to also personally thank Director Patricia Worth and her team for their commitment to strengthening our local services. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chairman. Assemblyman Smolin, would you please join me at the podium? Thank you, Assemblyman.
Can you say a few things?
Sure. Say anything you want.
Great. It's absolutely great to be here. I'm Assemblyman Robert Smolin, but I'm also a Colonel, United States Marine Corps, retired. And I think this is a great opportunity to reflect on what justice means, particularly here in this beautiful place that we call home in the Mohawk Valley, right here in Montgomery County. Under the Uniform Code of Military Justice, commanders have responsibility for all aspects of justice. And I've brought that same sense of feeling and thinking about the justice system to my work in the legislature. And as I stand here and we talk about the Public Defender's Office and the Indigent Legal Services, it's really heartening to know that the words in the Pledge of Allegiance are actually coming to life. That liberty and justice for all is a real resource theme. That a person's liberty, their ability to do and live a flourishing life in their homes and in their communities can sometimes come athwart of the justice system. And we know that with a public defender system like we have here in this building right now, that all of our citizens will get that equal justice under the law. So I'm very glad to be here. And as we say in the Marine Corps, Semper Fidelis, always faithful to the people of the 118th Assembly District. Thank you so much.
And for our grand finale for speakers, we are very honored to have our ILS Director, Patricia Worth, and the team who thank you for working with me over the years. I appreciate it. So if you could please come up and say a few words, we would be honored.
So I realized soon after becoming director of ILS that being director means that you're the one who has to speak for the team. So I'm deeply honored that we were invited to this space and to this program to basically, present this space. I'm also deeply appreciative of the words that are said about justice. I think everybody here recognizes the value of justice, the importance of justice, the imperative for justice, but that it takes work and it takes commitment. We were able to provide the funding for this space, but we didn't do the work. You all did the work. You had the commitment and the willingness to put in the time and energy to do everything that it took. And we were sort of monitoring what was happening as it was happening and understood that there's a lot of work involved, a lot of challenges, a lot of hurdles to overcome. And we deeply appreciate the fact that you were willing to do that. We also really appreciate the work that Bill has done on using our funding to improve the quality of representation. I think he painted a really good picture of what representation looked like prior to the state actually making a commitment to fund public defense. And we're appreciative, the state didn't step up to the plate until just recently with funding. But again, even though we can make funding available, it just doesn't happen. You guys really have to do the work to use it effectively, and we appreciate the fact that that is happening in Montgomery County. I also want to add that, in my experience, having been involved in public defense for over 30 years, I think as public defenders, you often get accustomed to having poor quality space, insufficient space, or in some cases, no space. And what I've learned over the past few years is that space matters. It informs the culture, it informs the level of professionalism that Megan talked about. It really matters. And so that's another reason why I appreciate the efforts made and the commitment that this county put into ensuring that the Public Defender Office could have a quality space as part of its work in delivering quality representation to its clients in order to achieve what we all agree is really important, and that is justice for all. So thank you.
Okay, well, speakers, don't go too far, because now we have come to the most exciting part of our program. I will not be the one handling these, so everyone can breathe easy. If our speakers could please join me again up here, and the entire ILS team, if you could please join me in front of the podium for our ribbon cutting. Line up here.
Bill's gotta handle the scissors.
Bill says executive.
All right.
Bill and I have to work. All right, so everyone could move the balloons out of the way. All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Everybody, I'll take those. Yes, that would be great. Yep, and we have a presentation before we conclude from the assembly.
Bill, could you come on up here? So on behalf of the people of the 118th Assembly District, this is by far the best part of my job. I just want to say thank you for your work, thank you for your services. We're so excited that your spaces are what they are today. And we just want to say congratulations on the grand opening and best of luck as you go about your work, making sure that justice for all is a reality.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. I'll give this to you.
This concludes our programming for the day. If everyone would like to join us to see the beautiful new space.